forefront of their mind going forward.
Public health officials say you need to be aware of increases in COVID cases this season, but not fear them. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says more than half of Iowa's counties have seen at least a moderate increase in hospital admissions for COVID-19 in the past week. That's when compared to the week before. And at the same time, Governor Kim Reynolds released a statement today saying COVID-19 mandates and restrictions will not happen on her watch. KCRG TV9's Molly Swain is joining us live right now in the studio.
The governor's statement says she rejected the COVID-19 mandates and lockdowns of 2020, and her position has not changed. She says her office has gotten calls asking about restrictions, so I reached out to the governor's office. Deputy Communications Director Colin Crompton told me COVID is the #1 policy concern brought to our office over the past 3 weeks. So I spoke to health leaders to find out what exactly the COVID landscape looks like here at home.
First things first, public health officials say we're not headed back to the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic.
We're in a far better spot than we were March 8th of 2020.
But they also say COVID is here to stay. The CDC says there's been an almost 19% increase in hospital admissions across the country this week and a 21% increase in deaths.
It's really important for our neighbors to be aware of that and be a good neighbor.
Being a good neighbor will be a choice. The governor pledged on Wednesday there will be no COVID-related mandates or lockdowns. But Sam Jarvis with Johnson County Public Health said by now people already know what to do. Cover your cough, wash your hands, stay home when sick. He added, we're unlikely to see mass requirements. I asked if that was for political reasons or because they wouldn't be needed from a public health standpoint.
You know, the unfortunate reality is that many of those became political. Certainly, I think there's most of us in the public health field that sees those as really necessary precautions.
COVID is no longer a reportable disease in Iowa, and so health departments no longer have real-time data. But they are still trying to make sure people are staying safe this fall.
That's all our job here, to educate public and, try to communicate, try to convey our message, because this is for the good of the entire community.
Jarvis added they're waiting to hear from federal partners about when no COVID booster shots will be available, but they've heard it'll be sometime next month. In the studio, Molly Swain, KCRG TV9 News.